The Veterans Day documentary is about two fine World War II veterans, George Swearingen and Brazel Freeman. Two great men, but their homes were simply falling apart. Builders Care partnered with Engel Homes and an army of volunteers that mobilized and rebuilt these gentlemen's homes in just 1 week.
This is beautiful.
I thought Christmas comes once a year, but it comes twice a year.
I am overflowing with blessing from heaven above.
You know, a lot of time has passed since we taped this original show. So we wanted to go visit George and Brazel and tell them the good news that their stories were going to be shown around the world, and they were both very excited. I went over to visit George with Bill Wilson, the Executive Director of Builders Care. You know, it's been a long time since we did this event.
How old are you now?
I'm 97. If I can make 105, I'll be the oldest man in the Swearingen history that ever come to this world.
You know, George is in phenomenal health for being his age.
I feel good.
Do you?
I'm all right.
Are you taking any medicine? Do you take medicine?
What is that?
What is that?
George is in such good health. He's never taken any medicine or anything like that. You know, George has his own remedies, peppermints and pickle juice.
And that's the only medicine you take?
That's
Peppermint candy and pickle juice.
That's about the only medicine I take.
When George feels a headache coming on, he'll go to the refrigerator, grab that pickle juice and drink it right out of the jar.
Before you can put the lid back on that bottle, put it back in the refrigerator, your headache's gone, your sour stomach's gone, you feel good.
Tell me again how to say your last name.
Swear like you cuss, engine like a car. Put them together, swear engine, simple as Jones.
You know, one of the most beautiful attributes about George is his ability to tell stories. You know, whether it's a story about life or a fascinating war story, he remembers everything. He even remembers how long he was in the service.
I was in the Army 3 years, 7 months, 21 days, hour and 20 minutes.
One of my fondest memories of when we did the show was George telling stories to all the volunteers.
I came to you from heaven above just to share in your love.
You know, it's one thing to be a gifted storyteller like George is, but he's actually taken the richness that's in his heart and he put it down on paper. And he handwrites every one of his songs, his poems.
These are all his stories over the years?
Yes, different stories that he's written about events in his life and things that have happened.
His daughter Faye has even helped him catalog each and every one of them and put them in binders.
He's written these over the years. You've helped him organize them.
Right.
And what a great piece of history this is.
The church that he goes to, he likes to make stories for the little children, and then he'll do a notebook for adults.
I have one of these binders in my office.
He wrote a story with my name in it,
Right.
and I have it over my desk. It's one of my favorite things, and every now and then I'll take it out and flip through the book and read some of these stories. They're fabulous.
I know the poem I want to hear.
The
one where you got up in the morning.
The daily routine. Do you still know the daily routine?
Where he talks about how he wakes up in the morning, what he has for breakfast, what he does all day, and how he prays at night.
I wake up each morning in a good warm bed, a nice fluffy pillow beneath my head. A glass of juice I have at the start while I prepare the other part. Grits, scrambled eggs with bacon, sausage, or ham. And I top it off with buttered toast and jam. I washed up my dishes. I cleaned up my mess. I'm not a good housekeeper, but I've done my best. I thank the Lord for the blessings I have received. Everyone could see the Lord had been good to me.
That's my favorite poem.
First poem that I ever wrote.
And then we let George know the reason why we're here is because your story, George, is going to be told around the world.
I hope that somebody sees it, that you can appreciate what I've done.
Yes, sir.
And we asked George, what is the one thing that he wanted people to know?
Help other people. Always. When you help somebody, you're helping yourself too. The key to anything that I do was to help other people.
And when we asked George what his secret was, he said,
Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. Then these things will be all added to you.
a rich, long, blessing-filled life has definitely come back to George. And he's inspired us, and we're honored to tell some of his stories to the rest of the world.
God bless you, and we love you.
Well, he does that every day.
Yes, he does.